Today on Homeworthy, we're taking you to the heart of Puglia, Italy, where ancient olive groves, rolling vineyards, and sun-soaked estates define the landscape. We're having lunch and visiting Casino Doxi Stracca, a centuries-old aristocratic residence that's been beautifully restored. We explore every corner of this enchanting property with its fascinating architecture, a storied past, and sweeping views that stretch across the countryside. Later, we all come together for a traditional Italian lunch inside the chapel, where we gather around the table to share stories and dive into beloved local dishes passed down through generations. Then we head south, right to the heel of Italy's boot, for a peaceful boat ride along the Adriatic Sea, taking in the stunning coastline at the country's southernmost edge. And if you're Michael, no boat trip is complete without a dip in the sea. Thanks to our partnership with the Thinking Traveler, Europe's most prestigious villa rental company, we have the keys to their most incredible properties. Scan the QR code to book your own amazing vacation. Enjoy! You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
We're here in Puglia. We have amazing flowers all around us here in the fields, and we're going to check out one of the most spectacular villas.
Hello, Michael.
Mark, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
So nice
How are you
to
doing?
see you here, and look at this. This is spectacular.
A fantastic villa, isn't it?
I've seen a lot of photos online. I know on Instagram this pool is one of the most sought after in the whole region. And you see why. This is incredible. This is truly iconic. It seems to blend eras. Talk about what this villa has.
Yeah, first and foremost, it's iconic because there's this perfect symmetry that starts from the church, goes through the swimming pool, the arch, the perfectly shaped garden, all the way down there, the fountain, and the two huge Mediterranean pines that you walk through. The swimming pool is modern, but at the same time, could also look like a fountain in a Roman ancient villa. So it blends perfectly with these different styles that we have here. That blends ancient, past, and modern.
Well, and it's something where you can just walk down the steps and suddenly be doing laps in this perfect symmetry, this perfect line of the Italian countryside. And you're right, it's like you have these arches plus the trees, creating quite a blend of the architecture of nature.
And the aisle that you can walk after the arch, all the way to the fountain, which we will be walking after.
I love that. And this here is a chapel. This does go back centuries.
Yes, this goes back to centuries. The old place have been built between the 17th and the 18th century. And in a lot of houses, aristocratic houses, you would have a chapel or a church. A fully functional church that will be used for functions for the community and the collectivity here. Very often the people working in the land, they will move here for the summertime and will live here on the ground for the summertime, so they needed a church.
I love this. I love just the idea of strolling through this and to the garden. So we'll check out the gardens here. I mean, these gardens are carefully manicured, and what kind of flowers and what kind of trees are we looking at here?
Right now the garden are meticulously taken care of. Also, I would remind you that the owner of the villa is an architect, and he has been working a lot with landscape art as well, so decorating or crafting piazzas or gardens, public gardens. So we have here an olive grove, which is typical from the region, and all this area was divided mostly between olive groves and vineyards. If you look behind the property, right after we can see it from when you're closer to the church, there was an old oil mill, which now is a different property, is a restaurant that is active in the area. Otherwise, the rest is all Mediterranean. We have from the bay leaves, we have all the flowers, the Mediterranean pine trees, the pepper trees, the pomegranate trees on the sides. And this is a perfect time because everything is in bloom.
Well, it just does look spectacular. And to have these long columns and just it feels like that takes you to the very end where there's a little fountain, is that right?
That is a little fountain there, correct.
Oh, it's just so magical. And it kind of has this sense of, the purpose behind what was once, a highly active
farmhouse, farm property. Of course, there will be people working here during the summer. There will be the landowner living in the palazzo here on the side, and the church in the middle where everybody could gather.
And what's the difference between palazzo and villa? Are they kind of the same, one and the same?
Yeah, in general, yes. In general, it's the same. It's the same thing. The palazzo is where usually the aristocratic people would live.
Gotcha. And and then as we look at this home, how many bedrooms? That's kind of how many does it hold?
All right. The property is divided in two areas. So we have this area, which is the palazzo, which used to be the house where the aristocratic people, the landowner, would live, and right now has 4 bedrooms upstairs. And on the other side, you have what we called the casino, which would be the warehouse or the workhouse, where the workers would live and where wine production would happen, but that's been restored fully as a villa as well, with other 4 bedrooms.
Wow, so 8 bedrooms total, 4 in the main palazzo and then another 4 in the casino area. And I'm going to definitely have to take a jump into this pool at some point.
Go for it.
You want to give us a quick tour here?
Yes, let's go inside.
Right, let's check it out.
Please welcome in.
Look at this. You're immediately just greeted by what seems like an old, I mean, it's just modern meets this ancient building. It's
Yes,
really
and you will see also the elements, like the traditional stones that are carved from the quarries around here. Please enter the kitchen.
But the pieces, the arts.
And the art on the side.
Mixed with these ancient stones found locally here. Oh, and look at this. This is really cool.
We have a kitchen that is shared in 2 parts. One for the preps. As you can see, the fresh pasta local from here, the orecchiette, little ears shape, and the macaroni and the sani and cannellate. Those are all typical shape of pasta from this region.
It might be part of our lunch here later today.
It will be part of your lunch.
It's looking like it's nicely dried to perfection here. Oh, and this is the ultimate kitchen. It's both cozy and functional, and this has got to go back almost to the
villa has 2 kitchens, 1 for each unit.
Yeah.
And of course they had to use the spaces they have because they cannot tear down walls, they cannot change architecture because we're in a historic building. Yes, of course, this was the classic thing that you would have outside the farmhouse for the worker to use. And then we have a lot of elements that the owner of the villa, he brought from his trips, he brought from his own collection. For example, he has all a set of ceramics here from tiles from Middle East, from Syria, and so on. You can see through the house pieces from India, pieces from the Middle East, and from his trips.
And yet an ultra-modern kitchen. I mean, the amenities here are state-of-the-art. You've got a induction oven and stove. That's great. I love the sheer blackness. It's great. I mean, this is so slick. Another section, 4 bedrooms in this part of the villa, and a whole nother world.
Please welcome here, Michael.
Oh, look at this. These vaulted ceilings.
So this used to be, in the old days, a workshop, storage, where wine production was happening. So you would have cisterns and storage.
Well, it's amazingly cozy, and yet, you get the sense of all the workmanship that went down over all those years. I mean, it's just, you feel so kind of like a warmth in this space.
Yeah, and you will see like also the style is a bit more humble, you don't have those high ceilings. Everything feels more like contained and more humble.
Yeah, you could blossom and ferment here.
Correct.
Like a fine wine.
And I will show you soon now some of the cisterns, they still are here and used in a very clever way. You can walk me this way. So this will be the living room and dining room. And through here,
oh, this is so cool.
A little private,
the ultimate tub.
A little private splash bowl or plunge bowl.
And it's large, and this is one that
Usually a cistern. Wine was made here.
that is so spectacular. And even there's the mosaics
There's also
there,
the
right in the
mosaic,
center. And you've got this sense of the ultimate relaxation. It almost feels like a spa the moment you walk in.
Correct.
Dimly lit, this sense of you can really
Walls
relax.
that protect your privacy.
Yeah,
Little window over the flowers there, in the middle.
I love that. And you're right. You should look out on these purple fields, as far as the eye can see.
On
in
both
that
sides.
direction. It's just magnificent. I kind of want to dive in. These rooms feel so kind of spa-like. This sense of being able to look out directly onto the fields. It's just so cool.
Yeah, and it's like it's like two separate houses. So this one will have its own kitchen, its own living room. So like, for example, two families, they can gather here, but they can have also a little bit of privacy occupying two different areas of the property.
Ah, that's a good point. If your brother-in-law's in one house, you can have the other, and there's no need to fight. I like
You
that.
can all meet in the church.
That's right. That's right, for a brunch. And to see the muted tones, too, of the various, bedding gives you that sense of the earth connecting and just
The
this,
warmth.
Yeah, it's really, really wonderful. And yet, you got some nice cave drawings here, too. That's such a fun touch. We had just come from Matera, which is known for its cave-like hotels, and to see these fun paintings that might not go back necessarily thousands of years, but still have the charm. It's such a fun artistic touch here. What's amazing too is, even if these walls go on acres and acres of field that were all associated with this villa.
Correct.
But if you want to walk around the perimeter, you could spend half a day just checking out the different rows.
Yeah, this is all the vineyards around here.
And every little item has been given some thought. You can see again the designs on this headboard matched from the color palette of the pillows. Each room distinct and really
A bit
just
different,
thought through.
yes.
Very cool.
And a massive bathroom.
This is. And this is an awesome bathroom.
With the couch.
With its
to
own
relax.
bed to relax. You have a conversation with the person either in the shower or on the pot. And then this chance to relax in the tub. And already they've thought through the flower petal idea. I've always dreamed of putting flower petals in a bathtub. I've never done it. But this might be the night. Dried flower petals, the perfect accompaniment to your bath here at the villa. This indoor-outdoor experience where sometimes the hallways bring you right outside to terraces and little steps. Now come on into the primary suite.
So this one can double as a 2 bedrooms, of course,
Yeah.
like for a family, for example, with their kids.
Sure.
They can have the entire place.
And I love the little cherub up there.
Yes, and you can see all the drawings.
Look at this. Yeah, the hand-painted murals here. A simple but charming design. With
That's what
different...
reminds the Church of Otranto, which is one of the coastal town around here, which has this enormous mosaic on the ground. And the mosaic on the ground has more or less this kind of drawings. This will be like the tree of life.
I mean, it's just, you get it's both kind of playful, but also has that history that you're describing. Yeah. And the different names that are written on the wall, those are towns or those are historic figures?
There will be historical figures, yes.
That's really something else. And with both the windows there and then this sense of somebody had to come and I guess sketch this entire wall.
And the fireplace or the stove.
That's great. I mean, this is a cool room.
One little touch I like here is like if you just look at the window from here, then you will see the capital of the column of the church.
Oh yeah.
Just in front. Makes it that little touch that you feel that you are staying in a historic building.
You're talking about the columns.
The church here, the wall of the church.
We're looking at the church right there.
And you see the column, and you see the little traces of blue paint that is on the column.
Yeah, that have been there for ages.
It has been there for hundreds of years.
That is so spectacular.
Please come in. Here we have the dining room and living room. So place for everybody to have dinner together if the weather is not helping.
Well, and you got the lighting in here, again, feels like a mix of museum and home, and there's this sense of you can both relax and enjoy yourself. Even these couches look pretty comfy for a long conversation about philosophy or anything else you want to get into.
About the history of the place.
That's right. And then, I mean, that massive tapestry or rug there helps, again, unify and make it warmer so you don't have the echo. Instead, you can have a real conversation.
And you can see it continues with the tiles from the Middle East with some Arab inscription there, and also above your head that has the same theme that we saw from the kitchen that continues up to here.
That is really slick. And so this would have served also as something of a farmhouse, or was it purely, these were the living quarters?
This will be the living quarters.
Gotcha. And then there's also a little private garden and table here too for an outdoor feast, huh?
There is several small secret garden or secret places that are walled where you can stroll. And
I love that. I'll show the camera. You can just come out here as I open. And I love these old gated fences. Yeah, it's like a nice private little garden.
You have shade done with vegetation.
And enormous privacy back here, even from the other guests that might be staying.
Yeah, you can have, for example, just like a lunch for 3 or 4 people, and not for everybody, just like a small group can meet here.
Yeah, and you really feel like when you go in and you see these, there's kind of a little centerpiece of art back here. Look at that.
That goes together with the mosaics that are on the floor.
This is such a cool area.
Beautiful thing about this villa is wherever you are, you always have a beautiful view on the countryside around and on the town.
This is really, and it really is one of these countrysides that now melds the new and the old in terms of you have a modern windmill or turbine back there matched with these ancient fields, and it's a massive window too that has an old arch, but a modern glass. It's just such a cool combination.
It brings a lot of light into
without a doubt,
into the house, of course.
So great. And then even these chairs, which they have been new chairs, but this old coat of arms behind them.
Yes, you can feel that you're part of the local aristocracy.
Yeah. Oh, couple kings here, couple kings.
And so, this is just like a small living room and gives us access to the 3 bedrooms.
It's like a state-of-the-art, almost like both the warmth of a hotel, like perfectly clean, the lines and the amenities. It's just so slick. Yeah, that's a modern heater back there.
And you have like a bathtub with a fireplace.
This is so cool. Talk about the ultimate place to relax here. You set up in this old bath with a couple candles going in this massive fireplace. You feel the warmth from the tub, from the fire. Hard to beat. So there's 3 bedrooms back here. We're going in now to the second. And you can stay. What are the usual stays? Most people stay a week, or it's expected you stay a week, or can you do a few days? Or
usually, most of the people stay for 1 week.
1 week, gotcha. That's helpful.
And let's say maybe during shoulder season, people stay for shorter, but usually people stay for 1 week.
Great.
And being quite a big property, very often like family reunions, so group of people that want to meet, maybe they live in different parts of the world and they all meet here. That's very common. You can see here the view over the olive grove.
Yeah, well, there's so much natural light that comes into these rooms, and part because the modern windows really allow it to come right through. Great. This is one of the more unique bathrooms in this region. It's got these old stone walls at the top, but redone here with the black pebbles, and you can walk all the way as a big turn where you have the bathroom, the shower, and the sink in what is essentially a long, narrow bath that is incredibly cool, with these seashells and barnacles clinging to the top. It's just breathtakingly cool. What's the concept behind this incredibly unique bathroom?
Well, we are close by the sea around here. So with all the sea creatures and the shells, when you walk from one side of the bathroom and you can exit from the other door, you're almost going under a sea cave and swimming under a sea cave.
I love that bringing of the sea and land together right here in the bathroom. That's great.
And here, what is probably the master bedroom and the biggest bedroom that we have in this part of the property.
So the primary bedroom with what looks like a
stucco.
brand new ceiling in terms of touching it up and making it look just perfect. I mean, this whole place.
There is a story about this property, and it's when the owner came to visit, this was in complete state of abandon. So it was abandoned, it was no window, nothing. The place was falling down. He came to see the place, and this room was cut in two from a wall, was divided in two by a wall. And on the wall would be written, was change your life, take your life back. That was for the architect, was, in a moment of his life in which he decided to change something about himself, to invest everything in this property, even if he's not from here, and to start this project.
What an extraordinary task for this architect to take on a project that was, utterly, in disrepair, and to turn it into something where there's not a thing out of place.
Absolutely.
And the paint, every aspect of it has been thought through and just looks incredibly beautiful.
Yes.
Really slick. And there's plenty of closet space for your clothes, and these old doors are just...
Those are old doors, but then it's used like cubby spaces, like cabinets.
Yeah. It's just very slick. Lead the way.
Yes, so we have the bathroom, the ensuite bathroom for the...
Okay, cool.
It's also very beautiful.
Yeah. You can see a modern bath adjacent to the old house.
And a beautiful balcony with an outdoor bathtub and a splendid view.
An outdoor shower in New York that I use a lot, but the only thing better than an outdoor shower is an outdoor tub looking out over the Italian countryside.
That is absolutely stunning.
Awesome. Look at that. Works like a charm. That's awesome.
And from here you have one of the best views of the property.
Oh yeah, right there.
The pool and the church.
This is great. Very cool. This is amazing to be able to look out over the entire property, see these trees, and just get a sense of what it's been like for ages.
And that one is the old oil mill.
Is that right? Right there.
Yeah, the building there.
So it's got both practical purpose and no shortage of beauty here. What's the big stone down there? Is it a piece of art? Kind of like some old wheel, or?
It could be from a mill. It could be from a mill that I'm not sure about. But you can see here we have another secret garden in a way, because it's separated from that wall from the rest of the property. So for who is in the master bedroom, he has access to this private staircase and can come to this little hidden garden.
So you're saying Puglia has really come a long way as a region over the last 20, 30 years in terms of
exactly.
the renovation of these villas.
Absolutely. Tourism was very low, and a lot of people didn't really know about Puglia and about this part of Italy. So a lot of people from northern Italy, they start to come here, they saw the beauty of the place, they start to see there was so many abandoned areas, so many abandoned buildings, and they start to purchase, restore it, give a new life. A lot of time even starting producing again olive oil, wine, starting producing like very good wines, and creating like a new influx of tourism, a new influx of people coming in.
Yeah, a return to paradise. I mean,
Return to paradise.
this is really spectacular.
It was completely abandoned. You know, the walls were crumbling and falling apart. It's nothing like this.
Yeah, yeah. And then right behind us is the old chapel area.
The old chapel
that now
area.
can be used for meals, and that's really great.
Usually in the chapel, breakfast is served.
I love that. Breakfast in the chapel. We're gonna have lunch. We're excited for that.
Of course, when it's nice, beautiful sunny days, lunch and dinner will be served al fresco by the swimming pool.
Oh, that's great. So, Marc.
Yes.
We're in Puglia, where the Thinking Traveler has some of its most wonderful villas. Talk about the Thinking Traveler and what's happened here in this region.
Yes, the Thinking Traveler saw, of course, the potential of this region and handpicked a lot of different villas, especially in the region, in the area where we are already. There is several properties, all with the same surrounding and the same landscape, properties by the sea, and the Thinking Traveler is always has the exclusive on the villa, so we're the key holder of the villa until we give it to our client, that they can enjoy the places in privacy by themselves with a beautiful service that they can get from the staff at the villa.
Well, we've been blown away. I mean, the meals, the warm welcome we received from you, and then the discovery of this region that we'd heard relatively little about, and then you see it, and just the splendor, the fields, the flowers, it's been incredible.
Yes, we try also to arrange like experiences we picked experiences for our clients, always to give them like a proper taste of the region, often culinary experiences, wine tasting, boat trips, because the coast is beautiful, so they can experience the coast by boat.
Without a doubt, and we've done exactly that. You put us in touch. We were on the Ionian and Adriatic Sea yesterday on this gorgeous boat ride, and then that evening going to the Ducal Palace and seeing what it was like to feast like a king with the roaring fire and this family that dates back hundreds of years was just an incredible treat. So thank you, Marc, for all you've done. And
you're very welcome.
The Thinking Traveler.
It's very nice to have you here.
Appreciate it. Have a good one. Our whole family is about to eat in what is, I think, one of the coolest dining rooms I've ever seen. You've got what had been a chapel and an incredible dining setup where you can have breakfast here if you're staying, or there's a bit of an echo, but a sense of just history and conversation. This is the best way to end a tour, with a feast in a chapel.
And you have all the local produce from the area, from the fresh bell peppers, the onions, the aubergines there, and the fritters. And maybe you have already tried in the other villa, did you?
Well, I've already eaten 2 of my fritters.
And you're ready to know now?
Now, these are like little fried puffs?
Yes. Use the same dough that you use for pizza, so it's just like fritters made of dough, pizza dough.
And kids and adults both like them.
Of course.
Well, here you are. We'll pass some of these fine onions.
Thank you.
What's a traditional Italian lunch in Puglia?
Especially in the summertime will be like that. So a lot of small different ingredients, fresh vegetables, and then a pasta dish that we will have later. So often fresh made pasta, orecchiette.
Is orecchiette from this region?
It's from Puglia. The word means little ears, because they're shaped like little ears.
Oh, that's so cute.
And they're made by hand with your thumb.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's served usually with fresh tomato sauce, and I know in this case will be with some burrata, which is a typical fresh cheese from Puglia.
Beautiful. Is burrata from Puglia?
Burrata is also from Puglia.
I didn't know that.
It's creamy, sort of a creamy mozzarella.
Want to help me open the wine?
Mozzarella.
The outer layer is mozzarella, and inside there is cream,
How do you turn this top?
cream and more parts of the mozzarella.
Oh, I'm excited to try.
Well, and you have some of the finest wine in the world here in Italy. And he's
This one is
pretty-
just produced in the area. You can see from the name. It has the
Oh, that's
same
right,
name,
Salento.
the property. And Stracca, like Casino Doxi Stracca, which is here.
Wow.
So this one is just produced pretty much next door.
a local wine. I appreciate this.
Can't be more local than that.
James is learning the art, slowly but surely. All right, James, ready? We'll do one more twist, and then you pull on these. Ready?
Mark, I'd love to try the pepper.
Yes.
And it's marinated in olive oil?
Yeah, good job,
Yes. Those are just
Now we shake
grilled
it a little bit.
peppers, and then marinated in olive oil, and you can see some herbs. So
Try
there is
them.
mint
We did it.
in this case.
Mint.
You want to hold on to that? Okay, hold on to that and sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Is a big lunch common in Italy?
Very often, a lot of people has a bigger lunch than supper.
The chefs who work at these various homes, do they typically are connected to the villa, or are they more connected
Very
to the
often,
thinking?
very often they're connected to the villa. Very often, it's the people that cook for the villa owner when they use the villa, when they live here.
Wow.
But sometimes can also be that it's chefs that are connected with the thinking traveler, that maybe offer like cooking classes in the villa.
This looks beautiful.
Queste sono orecchiette e maccheroni, giusto?
Okay, so translate.
Right, orecchiette e maccheroni, or minchiareddi, as they call it here, is the two typical type of pasta that we have here. One is the minchiareddi. You had a similar one in Sicily, I'm sure, which is the one that you do with a little stick, with a little
yes.
metal stick. Yes. So as that one is also used here. So maybe here is a bit shorter, maybe they use a different kind of flour, but it's very similar. And orecchiette you can only find here.
And tell us again about what orecchiette is.
It's little ears. It's a pasta that is shaped like little ears.
And you use your thumb to
You
make
can use your thumb. Everybody has a burrata on top, and then you open it.
Wow.
That is spectacular.
How do you say bellissimo?
Bellissimo.
Bello.
Spettacolare. Spettacolare. Spectacular.
Oh my gosh. This looks incredible. We're gonna have to get that burrata.
You can, and also the smell, of the fresh basil, the tomato.
I already know this is gonna be the best pasta of my life. I can already tell.
In a chip.
And it's a good thing I put on a blue top so I don't spill.
So you cut the burrata in half, and the content will just amalgamate with the pasta.
Wow.
That looks amazing.
So it's a pesto made with raw tomatoes.
They love that. Well, Mark, we need to thank you for this.
Yeah, with a
beautiful-
toast. Mark, thank you for the tour. Thank you for the history and the food.
welcome.
To you, thank you
the
so
burrata.
much. You have been amazing for this feast.
Grazie Sonia.
And we say chin chin.
Cin cin, salute.
Salute. Wow, James. This is a classic ice cream from the area. Chocolate, vanilla, meringue, and hazelnut. James, what do you think? Wow. Hey, Grace. Ice cream? One more. Chocolate. She does a little dance. Yeah, she's got pasta on her face and now she has ice cream on her face. You want more?
So we're at the tip of the southernmost point of Italy. This is the boot.
No, this is the heel.
That's right.
This is the power.
We're at the heel of Italy, the southernmost point, about to get on a beautiful boat here.
Hello.
Thank you. How's it going? I'm Michael.
Ciao.
Paolo, nice to meet you. This is James. James, introduce yourself.
Have maybe a high five?
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, Grace, you ready to jump on board? James always wanted to be a pirate. This is his chance. A pirate on the high seas.
You ready to go on the boat? Oh yeah, Grace is excited. I think you're a little overdressed for the boat, Grace. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mama, is yours gonna be heavy? Thank you.
No, go back.
Here's Grammy Franny.
I wanna blow up again.
Safety first with Mom.
Safety first is right.
Sunblock and
Do you want these?
life vests. Oh, James, that's yellow. I love that color.
Oh, and you get a whistle.
Grace is sort of, Grace is dressed for a tea party on the sea. Do you like your outfit? Or you want to put your life vest on?
Oh, wow. She's even got a little octopus.
This is the right place for Mom to be, on the heel of Italy. She only wears high heels. I've never seen her in flats. She loves a high heel, so this is the perfect place for you.
And it's a place of enormous history. I mean, you can see some of the architecture is from the Moorish period, and they have a church on this hillside that dates all the way back to the early days of Italy, and an aqueduct used to deliver water as almost a waterfall coming down that hillside, and you're looking at one of the oldest and largest lighthouses on the coast of the Mediterranean, sitting atop that hill. So, a lot to admire. And James, are you going swimming with me in a second?
Woo!
Let's see if I still have a little dive in me.
Might be a little chilly.
Looking forward to it.
And we're also not that far from Albania.
That's right. I mean, you have the Adriatic Sea. We have the Adriatic Sea just over there to our left, and to the right we have the Ionian Sea, some of those famous waters in all of Europe. So we're excited to do some splash. You see these white cliffs. Santa Maria de Luca is Luca's white in Italian, and you can see why. These white cliffs right at the tip of the heel.
This is the southernmost point of Italy. That's so cool.
What's also amazing is they say St. Peter landed in this very spot. This was his first moment in Italy, and then he made his way up to Rome. And so just the myth, the legend, before Christianity, Minerva was worshipped here, and you just get a sense of the entire Mediterranean world coming together here at this point, and so much history, and then so much beauty. She's got sea legs here. Not afraid of the water. This woman loves the beach. I grew up in Colorado on the mountains, but she'll do anything to be on the water.
But I won't swim.
That's right. She can't handle the
Maybe,
cold.
if it's warm.
Famous caves that dot the entire landscape of Italy. When you're on the water, you can just see how majestic it is. The water is so clear, you can see down, see the fish. Hopefully no sharks. This one doesn't love the sharks.
Are you going to jump in?
I will, for sure. I love to splash.
So I've just learned an Italian word. This is tarale, and they're these little snacks that you see all over Italy, and they're made with flour and water, and they're little crunchy bites.
I just took a sloppy dive into the beautiful waters here. Thankfully, I didn't end up like that woman in White Lotus 2 who fell off the boat. There's nothing like jumping into these legendary waters.
There
you
was
feel
some
like
fish.
they're
Weren't
Romans.
there some fish?
No, one other idea. I saw some fish. I put on the goggles, but I was forced to study Latin in high school, and we had to read about Aeneas as he traveled these waters. And so I feel like Aeneas once came to this town, and now I'm walking in the footsteps of my heroes. And swimming in those footsteps. Okay, so you gonna jump in?
I don't think anybody else is jumping in except you.
know.
Bunch of wimps over here. We just like basking in the sun.
Maybe a cheers?
Having some wine. Cheers, Mom.
Cheers.
Granny Franny is here.
Nanny Franny.
Granny Franny. Is this Grammy Franny?
No, Graham.
Grammy.
We couldn't do any splashing without Grammy, who's watching the kids, making sure they don't fall off the boat. And we appreciate it mightily here. Thank you.
Being here.
A toast to Grammy.
Yay! And your chic sunglasses and...
You can see where Allison gets her beach style from. These two usually go to the beach in New Jersey. Now they're stepping it up a notch here in Italy. We got James falling asleep here. We got Grace going crazy with her, waking him up. Pure chaos in what would otherwise be a relaxing boat trip.
Just let her be.
Okay, Grace. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Grace thinks she already has her sea legs, and I don't know if she does here. A little wobbly. Are you a little wobbly? Well, what do you think? It's called Santa Maria de Luca. Beautiful town. Look at the white cliffs, the Moorish homes, and then the lighthouse at the very top of the hill. It's got it all. And it even has a lollipop for you. Whoa. She hasn't fallen over yet. She's a tough cookie. Little James is asleep back there, enjoying his little pillow. Life is good for these kids.
So we just learned from Paolo that this rock formation here is the natural divider. This is the Adriatic Sea right here. And then on the other side is the Ionian, but you actually can't see any difference in the water. It all looks the same. Perfectly blue. That's pretty cool that you're on the border of the two seas.
Little James is getting the chance to drive a boat thanks to our captain here. He's always dreamed of this. Hand on the wheel. Thankfully, you have the throttle. Thank you. What a captain, what a guy.
No kids.
I know. No kids for a change. We left them back with Grammy Franny. Now we get a little moment of relaxation. So our son James is helping to drive this boat as we head into one of these famous caves.
It's a river cave, I think. James, don't crash us, big guy.
Don't crash!
Don't crash!
Stop! It's a lot of trust here, a lot of trust. So our driver said this is the perfect cave in Italy. It has a skylight that at noon the sun shines directly through the hole in the cave onto the water, and it's just magical. That is so cool. You can see the little hole, the skylight. It's just one wonder after another. I mean, it's unbelievable. We went to Sicily. We've been to Corsica on our honeymoon. We've seen cliffs, but none as big or as grand as this. It's just staggering.
The stalactites remember the Gothic style of the cathedral.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you have the stalactites kind of coming down.
Yeah.
That is really something.
The 3-year-old is at the helm, so let's just hope we get back to port. Where are we
We're
going?
so proud of you. I can't believe you're going to drive the boat.
Where are you taking us?
Can you take us back to port?
No, I'm going to Miami.
He said he's going to Miami. We're going all the way from Italy to Miami.
Long way to go, James.
He's never been to Miami, but he's obsessed with Miami. His cousin lives there, and he won't stop talking about it. This is a jam-packed day of activity. After the boat ride, we go back to the villa, take a little rest, and then we head to a cooking class. And I don't know what we're going to be making, so it's a surprise.
I feel like we have the best of land and sea today. From
That's
walking
true.
around the farm courtyard of the villa, to being on the sea, to finally eating a fabulous feast in the night.
Let's hope it's good. I'm not that great of a cook.
I don't know about that.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Good job,
Ciao.
Grace.